Silver, and I've been with the UPMC Pinnacle for a little over 3 years.
And I'm Dr. David Silver, and I too have been here since 2018. We are gynecologic psychiatrists, which is an unusual title for a doctor, but we have had the experience of working as board certified OBGYNs, and then went back into training after years of experience in those fields for psychiatry. And we've combined the fields so that we can fill the void of knowledge that we think there is between obstetrical care and psychiatric care to help women who are struggling in those time periods.
Having the knowledge and the background and being in the field of OBGYN and now psychiatry and combining it, I think is really a good middle ground, and patients feel very comfortable with that. Yes.
Right? So that
None of this was planned. So David actually had been fellowship trained and working for a number of years. He was an attending in gynecologic oncology, and I was a fellow. I did more training in urogynecology, which is now known as female pelvic medicine and reconstructive surgery. So I was a fellow, he was an attending, and actually a mutual resident really insisted on us meeting.
Yeah.
And here we are today. My favorite, well, for me, it would be Madrid, Spain. I actually studied Spanish for about 8 years, and I did a summer school program abroad, and just those 4 months were unbelievable in college. I mean, it was just, if I could do it over, I would.
I, like Nazanin, do enjoy like the European atmosphere and vacationing that way, but by far, to me, my two highlight places are completely different than that scene, and that is I spent about 6 weeks in Bangladesh doing missionary surgical care for patients with cancer. The experience was unmatched by any trip that I've been on, but it wasn't like a vacation experience. And then I really enjoyed traveling to Lebanon, which is where the friend of ours who introduced us got married and invited us, and we went and got kind of a first-hand tour around highlights of Lebanon, which was wonderful.
Yeah, we were treated like kings and queens.
Yeah, it was very nice.
I did a mission trip, but just for 2 weeks in West Africa, continent Benin, and those 2 weeks were just really emotionally very hard. Just, we did a lot of surgical repairs, but just the poverty level and the despair. It took me a day to kind of just get it all together.
I think it's interesting. I don't know if it's relevant for what you're doing today, but I think it's interesting that we're both bringing up kind of surgical trips that we went on. But the reason why we're bringing them up is not because of the surgery that we did, but the impact on lives and wellness that I never really thought of till just now, but really does, I think, speak to what we do today. We hang around with our 6-year-old.
We do. She keeps us young. She definitely, there's no time to unwind. You just got to keep going. I personally like to exercise. That I do it pretty regularly every week, multiple times a week, and that keeps me sane. Cardio with cycling, as well as just weight training, Tabata, HIIT, all that.